And the reason I brought this image is today we're going to practice, contemplate, right, through our practice, through embodied movement, like this concept of transforming and how action is really a prerequisite for change. And action is a prerequisite for change. So this piece of lead didn't just magically convert on its own. There was some action, right? And in the Alchemist, there's some prayer. And so today we'll use our bodies and this yoga practice, asana poses, as a way of acting to transition, to transform, and ultimately to transmute, right, these practices into something golden. And so if you're a visual, and you like words and the shapes of words and the contrast of these dark words on the white background, you take a deep breath and soak in these words: transition, transformation, transmutation. Transition, transformation, transmutation. And take a slow inhale through the nose, and a slower exhale. And the Yoga Sutra that we're going to tie in today is Sutra 2.1. Many of you know this one. It's a very popular one for good reason. So Tapa, Svadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhana. These are the components of Kriya Yoga, yoga of action. So we know Tapa as the burning zeal in practice. We know Svadhyaya as the self-study. And we know Ishvara Pranidhana as the surrender to God. Okay, so this will be our practice today, to embody this Yoga Sutra through our poses, to transform, to transmute. Okay? So bring your hands to the heart. Or maybe you want to chant out loud, or maybe you want to chant inside. Either way is fine. And just chant the sound of Om. Inhale. Chest up. Bow your chin in. And maybe name something that you would like to see transformed in your life. Maybe you express some gratitude for how this yoga practice has already changed aspects of your life. And open your eyes and stretch the arms up, stretch tall. As you exhale, bend your elbows, palms face forward. Take a breath in and lift your heart up. And exhale here. Hands to the heart and Anjali one more time. Reach the arms up, reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale as you reach your heart, shine it up. And exhale. Hands to prayer, Anjali Mudra. Interlace your fingers, press them forward. Chin to chest, round. Sit back a little bit, right? And take some movement that feels good in your back body. Right? Maybe tipping side to side. Yeah, good. And just kind of yawning your muscles awake. Flushing fresh oxygen, right? Good. And then reach your palms up, fall. And then round, press your palms forward, chin to chest. 2 more times. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, chin to chest, palms forward. 1 more. Inhale, really feel into your fingers as you do this. And exhale, round, chin to chest. Good. And then sit upright, turn your palms to face you. Fingers are still interlaced. Good. And just take a look at the center of your palms. these hands, they do so much work, right? And so very basically, right, action is a prerequisite for change. And so oftentimes the change starts with these two hands. So take a moment to connect your sight, your physical sight, right, to the action, to the Kriya of your hands. Tabletop position, please. Cat and cow, chin to chest, move your spine. And make any right transitions that you need. Some of us like to play music. Some of us like to organize our props. Right? Some like to adjust the camera, right? Make sure we're all set up here. Good. It's just a little transition. And as you do this, you're transitioning from whatever we were doing before practice to practice. So our first transition. Please tuck your toes. If the wrist hurts, come onto the fist for this part, okay? And then hover your knees, and then chin to chest, round through the upper back. Good. All right. Look behind you as best you can. Like have x-ray vision and look behind your legs. Acknowledge the past, acknowledge all the transitions you've made to arrive here. Balasana, child's pose. Extend your arms forward. Feel your hips sink down towards the heel. Notice the transition of physical sight. Good. And then come back, tabletop. Tuck your toes, hover the knees. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Claw the mat, that can help. 2. Exhale. Just get into your body. 1. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Ooh, my tongue got tied. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your knees. Stretch out through both sides of your heels. Lovely. Plank pose. Come forward, please. Top of a push-up. Transition. Downward facing dog. Again, plank pose. Downward facing dog. One more time, plank pose. Feel your shoulders and hips awaken. Downward facing dog. Go back. Walk your hands back. Keep a soft bend in the knees and fold in Uttanasana. And it's morning, so keep a soft bend in your knees. Hands to your shins, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Couple more times. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Good. This time stand up, reach up, palms up. Hands to heart and Anjali Mudra, prayer hovering in front of your heart. What would I like to see transformed in my own life? It can be anything. It could be big, it could be huge, it can be tiny. Right? But today, let's devote our practice to this almost magical ability for these poses, this practice to transform us. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stand up, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands in prayer, Samasthitihi. 2 more times. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Samasthitihi, stand steady. 1 more. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Samasthitihi. Lift your heels, balance on the balls of your feet. Draw that energy up from the sole, right, the soles of your feet. We do work with our hands, our feet carry us to do that work. So sharpen your awareness in your hands and in your feet, the soles of the palms, soles of the feet. Look ahead, look forward, aligning the intentions of your heart, your prayers, and the actions of your hands and your feet in one direction. On your next exhale, lower the heels down. Reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift and fold. Plank pose. Palakasana. Good. And lower all the way down to your stomach. Feel the earth beneath you. Untuck toes, Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Lift the heart a little. Yeah. And then lower the chest, tap the forehead. Exhale all the breath out. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, lower. Final Bhujangasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward facing. Good. Look between the hands, bend the knees, step or hop forward. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up to stand, reach up. Samasthiti, hands to the heart. Big thank yous to all of you here for your encouragement, for your inspiration, for your presence. And I just want to share, I'm in the midst of my 300-hour training, and it's opening a lot of portals for me. And yesterday we did the classical sun salutation, and we've done this so many times, but it became so magical. It transformed, it transmuted into something different. And I credit that to all of us, my sangha, my community, for practicing together. Good. So let this classical sun A, right, let this change. Let it take you somewhere that you've never gone before. Okay. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale in plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look between the hands. Step or hop forward, Uttanasana. Stand up, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Samasthiti, return everything, okay? So feels familiar, right? We'll do it again. Let it take you somewhere different. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, Chaturanga, your version. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Look between the hands, step or hop forward, fold. Rise up to stand, reach up. Samasthiti. I opened my notebook to when we started this journey of teaching to see right? It says, well, not totally beginning, but June 14th. And I opened this up and I said, oh yeah, let's revisit this. I have all these examples of how we've transformed, how we transitioned. The first one is teaching yoga during COVID. The transition, right, was physically changing where we teach, where we practice. We transform these spaces, right, where we practice. We move couches, move our mats outside. And then something magical began to happen. This transmutation of a brand new way you and I are connecting in this sangha. I turned from lead to gold. And find your feet. Utkatasana, fierce pose. Hands to the heart. Twist to your right. Right, line your knees side by side, hips side by side. And then lift your heels. Lift Mula Bandha. Right, make space for inner organs. And lower the heels down. Utkatasana, face forward. Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana. Move with the breath, right? Hands to heart, twist to the left. Okay, make sure that right knee doesn't escape too far up and by, so that the twist is really coming from a place of integrity in your spine. Feel into that. Lift your heels, just one breath. Lift Mula Bandha at the base of the pelvic floor. Nice. Lower heels down, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Fold it out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana. Hands to prayer, twist to the right. Good. This time, shift the weight into your right foot and just pick up your left foot. You can just pick it up energetically, or you can pick it up physically, right? Good. And so you stay twisted. The energy of your heart is still going to the right. Good. Last breath, maybe you open the arms, left fingertips, outside right foot. Good. If the wings are open, bring them back to prayer. Lower left foot down. Utkatasana, fiercely face forward. Forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Plank. You can't hear me? Oh. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Look between the hands, bend the knees, step, hop forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Just better. Utkatasana, fierce pose, hands to heart. Twist to your left. Good. Shift the weight into the left foot. And then squeeze that right heel up towards the glute. Keep twisting to the left. And last breath, open the arms maybe. Inhale. Keep them open as you exhale. If they're open, back to prayer. Lower right foot. Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. And let this take you somewhere, or maybe into a place of thoughtlessness, where it's just so quiet. I just feel sensation and there's no words. That's a beautiful place to be. Gaze between your hands, soften in the knees, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Fierce pose, Utkatasana. Stand up, open the heart. Samastitihi. So much gratitude for you showing up, not only for yourself, but for all beings. All beings. Right? If you like a cooking metaphor, I have one for us. Right? And so in this example, we transition into a state of cooking, right? By literally moving your body into the kitchen. We transform the ingredients, we cut them, right? We heat them, use all the tools, all the utensils. And then at the end, all those ingredients have transmuted into something different. And so friends, in a sense, we are all ingredients. We're all changing shapes and forms. We're being tested, we're being heated, right, in the fire of our own practice. And together, as a community, we transmute into something quite beautiful and nourishing. Good. Utkatasana. Come back in, hands to the heart, and we twist to the right once more. Shift the weight into the right, pick up your left foot. Good, maybe you open the arms, and we're gonna add on a little bit. Stay twisted, look down, vertical splits. So make that transition, vertical splits, hands down, lift the left leg up. And just for today, if you'd like to, walk your hands forward and lift your right heel. I just feel, okay, transition. Good. And then lower the heel down, walk the hands back towards your standing foot and fold here. One more moment. Okay. High lunge. Always feeling your feet before you rise. Now, there is no rush to get that torso up. In fact, if we go too fast, we kind of bypass. Good. Bend your elbows as you exhale. Keep squeezing the elbows together towards the back of the body. Keep your chest open. Interlace fingers behind the back. Your left thumb on top. Right thumb on top. Left thumb on top. Choose one. Just seeing if you can hear me, Chris. All right. Bring your chest parallel. Look down. Warrior 3. Vira 3. Adjust the hands if it's not working, okay? Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 1. Exhale. Come back, high lunge. Land and lift. Find your balance. Vira 2. Open. Adjust. So we've done this sequence many times. We've done this pose. Can't even count. But today we decide, right? We make an intention. We make a little negotiation with the self. Can I let this transform me in a very different way? Touch your palms together, unbend right knee. Use your fingertips here to pull yourself, your spine, the crown of the head, Mula Bandha, pull it up towards the sky. Keeping the hips level, Vira 2, come back, rebend. Good. Touch the palms together, unbend right knee. That's it. Vira 2. We'll do this 3 more times. Add the breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Vira 2. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. One more time. This time, hold Vira 2. Feel that steadiness in your hips and your legs. Side angle pose with grace. Stamp that left edge of your foot down to see if you can free the left arm to reach a little further. Good. 5 more moments here. So take any variation that feels right to you, not the one you always take, right? For me, I always went to the hardest one immediately when I first started. Yeah, and now I do a little less and I feel a little different. It's transformed. One more breath. Good. Come back, Vira 2. Unbend your front knee. Level out the hips, adjust the feet, no rush. Reverse triangle. So the legs remain unbent. Yeah. Good. And let this be a preparatory pose, a transitional attitude to take us into triangle in a very new way. So come in, Utthita Trikonasana, and let this be brand new. From something habitual, comfortable even, to something maybe a little more delightful. Oh, I've never felt this part of my knee. I've never felt the beauty of my toes. And let that come through. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Good. Look down, stand up, straight arms, straight legs. Vira 2, rebend. Reverse this Vira. Exhale, vinyasa. Vinyasa, good. Pause in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Reconnect with your hands and your feet, the vehicles, the tools which aid our transitions, our transformations. And remember, action is a prerequisite for change. Alrighty, look between your hands, bend the knees, step or hop, hold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Fierce pose, come in. Hands to heart, twist to the left. Begin to peel your right foot up. Squeeze. Maybe open the arms for a moment. Breathe. All right. Transition to vertical splits. Hands down. Lift right leg up. And if you'd like to, practice walk the hands a little further forward and lift your left heel. Right, and feel that shift. Feel that transition towards, right, into your hands and away from your feet. Feel the transition of the blood from your feet down towards your head and your hands. But lower the heel, walk the hands back toward the standing leg. Inhale, 2. Breathe out. Inhale, 1. And high lunge, step it back. Feel your feet. Bend your elbows. Right? As you bend your elbows, you form a trident with your arms and your head. And every pose has a purpose. All right, squeeze the elbows towards the back of the body. And then interlace your fingers behind, left thumb on top. Lower your chest parallel. Gaze forward and down. Vira 3. Right. And feel yourself strengthen and stretch in a brand new way. Good. One more breath. Return, high lunge. Lift the arms. Open Vira 2. Let this be brand new. In a whole new way. And it is, because we've never done this pose in this moment with this particular Sangha, with this particular group. It's a beautiful experience. Touch your palms together over the head and unbend your left knee. Level out your hips. Reach the fingertips up high. Good. And then Vira 2, come back. Again, touch the palms together. Exhale, Vira 2. 3 more times with the breath. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend. Hi, Bert. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Vira 2. One more. Inhale, touch the palms. Reach fingertips up high. Vira 2, hold. Hold. And feel the weight of your feet balanced. Right? And maybe reignite with your intention. What was it that I want to see transformed in my own life? Maybe in the life of those around me. We too have the ability to bless other people. Good. Side angle pose, left elbow. Good. And then reach, get long here. 5 beautiful breaths of transformation. Take any variation. And open the chest. Make space where you don't think there is space. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 1. Good. Come back. Vira 2. Unbend your front knee. Reverse triangle. Let this be that preparation. And then let's come in. Uttita Trikonasana. Extended triangle pose like we've never done before. Maybe you find that your heart is a little more open. Maybe you're connecting to the back of your shoulder blades, perhaps. Or maybe there's something happening in your inner ankles. And get curious and let this pose become something different. One more breath. Look down, stand up. Vira 2. Reverse. Wait for your exhale, vinyasa. Look between the hands, bend the knees, step or hop forward. Fold. Halfway lift. And fold forward. Urdhva Hastasana. Samasthiti. Pause. Close the eyes, maybe. And in this moment, we consider this quintessential example of transformation. So let's consider the chrysalis and let's consider the cocoon and the butterfly. The caterpillar knows it's time, it transitions its way into a branch. It transforms its body by wrapping itself in silk. And in that magical chrysalis, a completely different being, yet the same being, emerges. So let it be a little cheesy. That's okay. Let it be a little messy, right? When the butterfly emerges, it's sticky and uncomfortable. And let that be a part of it too. Maybe you feel a little bit of that as well. Big breath, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Optional vinyasa or just stay in a forward fold. And sometimes we think, oh, that's impossible. How could the lead turn into gold? Right? I say refer to the butterfly. Right? Good. So whatever we're thinking, kind of like, oh, that's not possible. And that could take shape like, oh, I want to do this pose, but that's not possible. Right? Move into the realm of possibility, please. Reach your right leg up high. Roll the ankle. If you like, bend the knee and draw knee circles. Bring some activity into that hip. Good. All right, step forward, Vira 2. Excellent. Hands to your hips. Turn your right toes to the left. Good. And we're doing a forward fold. So adjust your feet and begin to hinge at your hips and fold forward, keeping the chest as open as possible. And maybe the hands come down. Good. Let the breath rinse from the tail, the sit bones, down the hamstrings, backs of the knees, and irrigate out. And as you do this, envision, right, like this big river coming and washing away something you don't need. And that's a lot of transformation, right? A lot of yoga is about eliminating. 90%, I think, is about eliminating. So let this pose be that for you. Part of transformation is getting rid of something or letting go of an aspect. Right. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, come halfway up. Heel toe the feet a little closer. Good. And then hands to your hips with a flat back, rise up to stand. Toes out, heels in, goddess pose. Think down. Good. Shift a little left and right. So there's a little movement in the hips. Fantastic. All right. Reach your arms up, touch your palms together over the knees. Exhale, goddess pose. Bend the elbows, any arm variation, bend the knees. With a breath, inhale, palms together, unbend. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, goddess pose. Two more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Good. Hands to hips, unbend both knees, stand up. Like power pose. Turn your right toes to the left, warrior two facing the other way. And so left leg forward, left toes forward, bear two. Good. Just gonna change our perspective for a little bit, okay? Inhale, exhale, vinyasa. And then notice the subtle ways, changing the direction in which you face. Can make a big difference. Left leg up. Bend the knee, maybe draw some circles. Good, and step forward. Vira two. Okay, hands to the hips. Unbend your left knee. Left toes point forward. Good. All right, this time hinge forward and fold. Good. And my friends that are extra flexible, right? Maybe you heel toe the feet closer together. And then you spread the sit bones apart. Optional tripod headstand here. If that feels like, whoa, I feel comfortable and confident. So 10 breaths. Maybe you move to a wall. What does it mean to transform, to transmute? What does it mean to transition to an inverted place? If the feet are up, return them back to earth. Everybody hands underneath the shoulders and halfway lift. Good. Walk to your right, downward dog. Optional vinyasa. And kind of retune on the directional shift. Down dog. Let's take a wide-legged balasana. Knees wide, big toes touch. And then we come close to contemplating here in child's pose. And shutting out our physical sight, tuning into inner dialogue here, tuning into sensation here. And perhaps this is an opportunity to contemplate. What does it mean to become better? And how can we transition within this own body of ours? How do we transform and redirect our intentions? How do we transform these actions and habits? And how do we transmute and become better from a cellular level? One more breath. Tabletop position. Good, and downward dog. All right. Reach your right leg up. Good, keep it up. Come forward, one-legged plank. That's right. Three-legged dog, go back. Come forward, one-legged plank. Two more, inhale. Exhale, one-legged plank. Keep it steady, one more time. Exhale, good. Now bring that right knee towards the right elbow. Good. And then slide it back, one-legged plank. One more time, knee to the elbow. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Lift your left leg up high. Good, shift forward. All right, keep this easy. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, one-legged. Inhale, reach up, reach up, reach up. Exhale. Just one more, okay? Inhale. One-legged plank, sharpen the abdominals, draw the left knee, tap your left elbow. Plank, shoot it back. Sorry. One more time. Left knee, left elbow. I'm sorry. Now plank pose. This time knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Feel the body on the ground. Lower down, tap the forehead. Interlace your fingers behind your back or keep them by your hips. Either way, Shalabhasana. Lift the heart. Point the toes, maybe the legs lift. Right, and then here we are offering this pose, please, to one another. To everyone here. Right, good. Offer this up. One more breath. And rest. Hands by the chest. Tuck your toes. Chin to the mat. Plank pose. Press up. Use the knees for support if you need. Good. Separate the feet. You can do this on your forearms, okay, as well. Side plank. Heels to the left. Lift your right arm. Good. Inhale, 3. Any variation. Inhale, 2. Try to stretch out the breath if possible. Inhale, 1. Come back plank. Lower knees, chest, and chin. 8-part bow. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Tuck the toes, plank pose, come back. Very good. Separate the feet. Second side. Both heels to the right. Stagger or stack. Any variation. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Stay strong. Inhale. Stay here. Exhale. Plank pose. Softly land knees, chest, and chin. Slide into Bhujangasana, tops of the feet press down, and lower everything down. Shalabhasana round 2. Interlace fingers or keep them by the hips. Right, good. And then lift the heart, curl up. Upper arm bones are spinning towards one another to help the heart. Point your toes. Activate. Abdominal belly button area drawing up while the pelvis is pressing down. Right, let this pose transform you in a very profound way. Okay, one more breath up. Exhale, rest. As the heat of a fire reduces wood to ashes, the fire of knowledge burns all suffering. That's from the Bhagavad Gita. All these beautiful sacred texts are radiating through your body, through your soul, right now. And maybe you choose today to believe it. And you surrender a little bit, Ishvara, right? You surrender a little bit to the grace of your practice. and let it transform you. Let it change a little bit. Right? Let yourself grow. Hands by the chest, downward dog, come back. Good. Reach your right leg up, hovering pigeon. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, hovering pigeon, right? Lift that leg high. One more time. Good. Hover the pigeon and then slowly lower that leg down. Lower your left knee down. Good. And then hands to the hips, maybe. Right? They can stay down for support. If this hurts your knees, just come to the back and take reclined figure four. Good. Perhaps the hands come to the heart. Maybe they lift up. Prayer pointing up. One breath. Then hands down. Right? Reclined pigeon or regular forward folded version. You'll find your way. Right? And transport yourself into a place of softening. And maybe you decide to soften from the outside in, starting with the skin and moving into the bones and the ligaments and the tendons, to your blood vessels, to the breath, to the blood, to the fluids, right, to the cells. Each and every cell relax. I did an exercise with my teachers about breathing with the bones, visualizing the bones, not as static objects in the body, but as live, breathing supports. So if that helps you today, imagine that your bones are breathing with you. With a very sweet inhale and exhale. Rise up onto the palms, tuck your back toes, sit to the right, and bring that left leg forward for Agni Sambhasan, fire log pose, or just crisscross your legs. That's it. So flex your left foot, and the left foot is on top of that right knee or a little bit beyond. You can use a block to support your left knee, or simply take this in a crisscross where the shins cross. We're getting into the hips. That's the function of this pose. We want to stretch the hips. Okay? Place the hands behind the body and thrust your heart forward. Good. If this feels good, stay here. If the body requires more, fold forward. This is deep. And there's an opportunity here as well for a self-adjustment where you put your own thumbs into your hip creases and just let the weight of the hands fall down. Butterfly just flew by me. We were talking about you. Inhale to reconnect with the exhale and the comfort. Yeah, good. One more on your own. And then rise on up. Bring the left leg back behind you, downward dog. Optional vinyasa. Good. Left leg up. Hover that pigeon. Push the ground away. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, hovering pigeon. One more time. Point the foot. Hover pigeon. Lower that leg down, right knee down. Hands to the hips. Maybe. Hands to the heart. Also maybe. Hands lifting up. Prayer lifting up. Drawing up. Mula Bandha lifts here. Very important. And pigeon. Hands down. Walk your knee back. Rest your chest down. Or come to the back, my friends. No need to stress out the knee, please. When atoms experience nuclear transmutation, and the actual numbers of their protons and neutrons shift. We can change at an atomic level, and we can certainly change at a cellular level. Examine the quality of your breathing. And this time, perhaps you move and soften from the inside out. Right, from the sound and the beating and the sensation of your heart to the expanding and contracting of your lungs, radiating out into the bones, your muscles, all of your major joints, all of the tiny joints, and then to your biggest organ, your skin, and even your fingernails and toenails. And they all soften and relax into the grace of your practice, Ishvara. 2 more breaths and prepare to exit this pose. And sign up, sit to the left, bring the right leg around. Agni, fire, Sambhasan, log, stacked fire log pose. This is a pretty demanding shape. So be responsible and kind. Flex that right foot to keep the knee in a safe place. Hands behind the back. And reach and extend your heart unit. The whole space of the chest full. Option, fold forward. You don't have to go far to feel this, right? All that action, all this asana, with these poses and breath and speed. Right, that's all the work. And now we fold in these asana poses. And we give all that action an opportunity to transform. Not sure if you can hear this wind. Quite lovely, really forceful and powerful. And just like this wind is moving outside, so is your breath moving within your body. All of the vayus flowing, swirling, encouraging the magic of these poses to do something within you. Say Kundalini, awakening the serpent that dwells in the base of your spine. Very, very magical, beautiful practice. So breathe into long exhale. One more breath as you prepare to exit. Good. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Good. Reconnect to the hands and the feet, these tools of action. Come forward, plank pose. Lower all the way down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. And lower down. Good. Push back, child's pose. Hands to the heels. Maybe you tuck the toes under for rabbit pose. Yep. Good. Very careful to not hurt your neck as we ease our way into Shirshasana, Shirsh head asana pose. Maybe you move your mat towards the wall. And today we'll do a 2-minute headstand practice. Right, so I have a timer here just for fun, right? Just for practice, a different way of practicing. And if you come out, right, rest in child's pose, and perhaps you come back. Right, giving this pose the space, patience, dedication. Let this practice take you somewhere. Allow this practice, right, to work its magic in you. And 1 more minute. Last a minute. Almost there. Slowly begin your descent. Balasana, child's pose, is the counter pose. Rest. And I welcome you to reinvite what it was that you want to transform in your life. And then expand that, right, into any space here. What would you like to see beyond your own life? There's a lot happening in the world. Maybe that those thoughts are coming with ease, or perhaps your mind is going somewhere else. Allow that to happen. Slowly sit up, Vajrasana. Sit up on your heels, tuck toes or untuck toes. Vajrasana, strength of a diamond, force of thunder. And reach your arms up, inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale. 2 more times, hands to heart. Reach up. Bend the elbows. Curl, easy back bend. And exhale. Hands to heart. Last time. Quietly. Smooth. And very real. Hands to heart. Now sit to one side of the hips. Bring the legs out in front. Feet touching the ground. Hold your knees or your shins. So the soles of the feet are completely down. Good. So knees are open, and then pull your heart forward like a like a cow, right? So the heart's going forward. And keep letting the heart move forward. Gently, with control, release the head back. Yeah, so the heart is very open. There's a shooting star coming out of your heart, straight up. Harini pose. Return the head to neutral. Bring the knees together. Wrap your arms around your shins. Soften the forehead towards your knees. Lift your head. Good. Adjust yourself on your mat. Lie down. If you're ready for Shavasana, go right ahead. Otherwise, I'll talk us through spinal twist. So gather up the knees. Lower your legs to the left. Adjust, right? Take 2 or 3 more adjustments so that this is extra comfy. What needs to be awakened within me? What tiny little thing could be adjusted so that I am much more happy? Sometimes it's as simple as changing your perspective. And switch sides. Shavasana. Let the yoga breathe you. Let the heat of your practice, the devotion to your self-study, and this surrender to God. This is the yoga. Begin to deepen your breath and move the extremities of your body. Feel the brand newness. Stretch your body. And meet me in a seated pose. Thank you, Lydia, for the sound. That was from a recording made back in the day. Thank you so much. So beautiful for that. And let's wrap up our practice with the sound of Om. And even though the sound of Om will stop, the wind will continue to carry it and deposit it on somebody else's rooftop, just like how someone has done for you. So inhale, please. Thank you for sharing your practice. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.